The Jazz Fusion one did MIDI and all that kind of stuff. But I wasn't using it for that anymore, and it was heavy, and you know, I didn't care for the sound of the pickup, and got this about 2 years ago, and it's just cool because it's green.
It's gorgeous green.
It's green, and it comes with the hair.
Oh, nice blend.
I've got outfits that match. That's really what's important, right?
Of course, that's the most important part.
I thought so. That's kind of where I was at with it.
So you want to start off with Passing Fancy as a way to get Bill
into
this?
My buddy just loaned me this, so
Okay.
I don't even. Have you ever seen one of these? It uses mini discs. These things.
Yeah. Oh no, not that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm hoping it works. I don't know. Yeah, these little mini DVDs.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen that.
I hadn't either. Apparently, it was kind of taken over when this replaced something was becoming obsolete, and then of course this became obsolete. Now nobody even knows what these are anymore.
Hard drives now, don't they?
I think, yeah. Oh, he uses his phone. He's got everything in his phone, so he just said, "Oh, you can have this." Kavasa! You want the Kavasa?
Oh,
You remember that? That's so cool. That guy did that.
That was very nice, and I did write him and thank him profusely.
You did write him?
Oh yeah, I
you're
wrote him immediately as soon as I got that from you.
You are so great, Jan.
No, you're good. I really appreciate this.
That in the box, you're doing everything. So
Everything. Okay. Coolness.
coolness.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it really is.
Boxed until we can go with it.
Okay, and it's the big one too. He said, "Well, you want the little?" I said, "I don't know."
That's exactly the size I used to play.
Perfect.
Thank you, Tony. I gotta break it in here.
Wait, who did you say?
Tony was
Todd.
Todd. Oh,
Here, say it again.
thank you, Todd.
I'll edit that and put it on there for him.
All right. You ready to rock, Bill?
Ready to rock. Let's see. Get one of these here. So we, oh, it's
My
not gonna.
brother's gonna try to come stop by after a bit. I don't know when. I don't know when, but.
People popping in the next few days as we do this. And John then was talking about coming, and Peggy, I think, might pop in at some point and snap some pictures.
Check 1, 2. Check, check, check.
Check.
It's not very loud, is it? Let me pull it up some more and see how far we can get before we feedback.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Bill, did you trim your drums down and stuff?
I did. I anticipated that.
1, 2.
Good.
It's all over it, baby.
1, 2. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Does that do anything?
No, it's interesting. It was a bit louder before.
Yeah,
and
I patted the mics.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever. That sounds fun.
Is that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll get a sense, like, once we start getting the sense of the overall sound of this
Okay,
play.
Dennis is 4, Bill is 3, you and I are 1 and 2. Let's.
Right.
You know, the Passing Fancy thing,
Yeah.
I really wanted to sing that thing. I'm a little nervous about it because we play last, and when I'm in something like this, especially with all the people that we're going to be talking to, I go hoarse oftentimes at gigs.
Well,
So I'm a little nervous about talking for 3 hours and then having to sing, but it's only the one part, so I think I'd be able to get
you're
through it.
fine. Yeah. Adrenaline will get you through.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
So I go first, then Janet drops in on top.
And then I'm in third.
You're in third, and then we're bringing Dennis in fourth.
Yeah,
We'll
or
figure it out.
you guys can flip either one. Me and Dennis and you, whichever one is more.
Okay.
In fourth.
Right.
We tried an experiment with me in fourth at one point. We didn't do that.
You didn't happen? Why?
Because I can't sing. Starting point.
David. Yes, you
Right there,
can.
Bill. Go. Right under the counter right there.
Sweet, man. Good eye.
And then get one of those drinks that we got in
Oh,
there.
yes.
And just have
Anybody
it
else?
What?
Drink?
Whiskey.
Oh, well, I've got tequila.
Double. No, I'm kidding. I'm still lightweight, and I never learned how to drink.
I'll teach you.
I'll teach you. Cool.
Alan,
Yeah.
does this ring a bell with you?
Okay, David, you're on there all by yourself. Do something really funny.
Bass solo.
It was
Yeah, bass solo.
right next to
You know all those jokes about bass solo, right?
right downtown, and you and I played there. I think as a duo
In the Lawrence or in
in
Kansas
Kansas
City?
City. And we got this one here, the Rusty Pelican. I played some guitar down long since,
Oh my
but
God. I'm trying to remember.
I think it might have been pre-Cold Tuckey days, too.
Oh my God, that would be.
But you and I played there as a duo.
Huh. That's a while.
And I still have, I love this guy. On occasions, I've seen him kind of with folks that'll come up at a gig, he'll just kind of start riffing on them. You know, and it's completely out of character for him. One of the first times I played with Shooting Star, these guys were, you know, making a big deal about me after the gig, you know, and all this kind of stuff, saying all this stuff. They go, oh my God, that was incredible, and da 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 da. And he goes, yeah, I did a set. So these people that don't know me at all. He said, yeah, but you know, every time I see her, all I see is Roger. You know, she had the 6 change operation. And I just can't get past it, and all I see is Roger.
Roger.
These people believe this.
So at the induction, when we're called out on stage,
Roger
and the Jenna James.
But now here's the thing,
Hey, ladies.
nice thing.
All right, so we'll try passing fancy, and let me just, you ready? I'll count it
Yeah,
off.
I'm just gonna turn this off.
And
I'm
then
gonna take this down first. Sorry.
when Dennis is here, we'll play it again. So we'll end up playing it a few times anyway.
So what's gonna happen during the solo where Weasel would usually play that song?
Dennis will play a song.
Dennis will play, and we'll do it just to the end of the solo. I heard another version we played, I think maybe after me, where you went like 4 bars after the solo and then began the la la la.
No, yeah, I know, and that's where and then we cut that out. We're gonna be cutting that out. We're gonna go, once the solo ends, I'm gonna go into my la la.
Right then. Okay. Cool.
We've been doing a number of edits to the songs to try to contract them.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Try to maybe squeeze in another song in the process here. Are we going to do the two rounds of the introductory chords and then straight into the? Yeah, just like we always have.
Yeah. I think everything else is exactly the same. Okay. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now it seems like a passing fancy. Love is one day gone by like a rainbow summer cloud. Wind swept from the sky. Oh, we were promised that's never realized. And just like in a passing fancy, there's no sadness in her eyes. All turned to ashes.
yeah, I don't feel like my timing was happening because it was so soft. I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, don't hold
that's
back.
okay.
You don't have to hold back for any
Well, I
reason.
didn't want to overpower.
Rock attitude.
Rock attitude.
Come on.
But that was wonderful, man. How cool was it last?
Isn't that fun?
Really fun.
Does it blow your mind?
I kept seeing Alan's shirt's reflection in the mirror, and I thought that was Dennis at the door trying to get in. It was weird.
Oh,
Give it a try.
he'll probably be here. He called it, had something come up in the restaurant. He was gonna be a little late, but
He
he'll
works at a
probably-
restaurant?
His family has owned the same restaurant for 50 years.
That's where you play, right?
Yeah, at the steakhouse, which is just,
How cool is that?
yeah.
I mean, one possibility.
His mom is in her 90s and still works in the kitchen. And her mom, his mom cooks just like my parents cooked, and so I go there. The salad dressings she makes, the way she does her cookies is like the way my grandma's cook. You know, so it's like, God, I love salad dressing. You know, it's like, oh, she's so cool.
What a treat that is.
Oh, she's great. She gets around great.
I'm not getting the treble sound. I'm not getting the clarity of the guitar.
What do you need?
We're gonna switch. We're just gonna
I'll
move
do
this
it.
over here. But
And Alan, if you want to try it, you can try your guitar through PA and the monitors if you think you might be able to hear it better. Are you having any issues with that?
well, a lot of this because it's a bass amp, so I don't have a lot of. I don't have clarity on it. That's what I'm missing.
Let's try it here.
So hold on, what we're doing, and maybe this will help.
Go for it. Go for it.
Well, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, because that's a cool little bass amp.
That's a lot. That's a.
Is that better for you?
It's just you can see that it's just there's a lot more treble on it. It's a lot more. Well, this wire.
Yeah, some of them, I love it, you know, the laid back feel, but some of them I think we were going, almost getting a little too slow in places, so.
Okay.
feel
I'll rush it for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you can count it off and follow that. What I mean, you have a sense for it.
I need to do just a slight little bit of tuning here.
She's a tall and colorful babe. So is this one abbreviated a bunch? Well,
Well, that's gone. Well, that's gone.
Oh, it's gone?
Yeah. You'll see. I mean, you can follow just follow the song. It's
Yeah.
pretty straightforward.
I think I know probably what was cut. I bet I know.
I think you'll be able to.
I think I could
The
anticipate what was
one
cut,
big
yeah.
difference is instead of going to another verse, where you like a verse, it goes a verse, a chorus.
Right away?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's kind of an editing change I made over the years without even looking it
Okay.
up. So about like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Not that. Or faster. That's a little faster. Why don't you call it off?
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
She's a tall, colorful babe. All the people are here to stay. If you find ease in the sun, you're right the work is done. If you leave your mind alone so that you can clearly see all of me, do yourself a favor, live like me.
got this.
Cool, cool. That was good.
So let's
It's amazing how much it comes back.
Yeah.
Well, Janet's working on that. Let's see if we can nail down those last, you know,
The little bass thing.
where we're taking it out there. You said it's ba 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 ba. Is that what it is?
For the very end,
very
I kept listening to what you and I did. I did something not in line with you, and I thought it would make more sense. What you did, I thought was go bum 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 bum.
Okay.
Is that kind of the way it's
So that's what I think.
I thought you went 6, but I'll go with whatever you want.
All right. Let's all
Yeah,
do it. So,
Okay.
Uncle babe.
So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4.
so that's not what I did before, is it? I did.
I think on the old tape you did 2 sets of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
1.
All right, let's try
But
that.
this way's fine too. Either way it will work. Would that, you want to do like that? 2 sets of 3
1,
then?
2, 3. Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, so let's do the ending again.
Uncle babe. Does that work? Okay,
Yeah, that makes
can we
sense
go
to me.
again?
Does that seem like it's too long?
No. It turns out it doesn't make any difference.
It
to
doesn't
me.
make any difference.
I just want to make sure. I'll stop playing until I see
Yeah,
that.
you want to shorten it? We could cut one of those out, maybe gain a second.
Do that. We'll do one more time. The ending there.
Uncle babe.
Now, at the beginning of this
Yeah.
song, we discussed this yesterday where we were going to leave a little space in there. Did we do that?
No, we didn't.
Oh, we didn't let it sit in the groove long
Yeah,
enough. That was the
that's
whole
what
thing. I
wanted to
started.
do.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just remembered it like after we were like
Yeah,
a
so
while
the
past,
thing
and it was
is
like,
that
wait,
I
this is
go-
the one.
I go-
Good record, Nacho. Yeah, just got the intro line, and then when we would, wait, here's the plan. We should just sit in that groove. We're actually two measures, I mean, two seconds.
See now?
I'm not suggesting we go that long, but at least that we get to that point before we just throw in the vocals. So what
Yeah, I think it's nice
we
it sets up.
maybe do is instead of having the intro as long as it is, cut that in half. So we, you know,
The intro is really short right now. I mean, literally it goes.
It surprised me that you went as short as you did.
Yeah, exactly. We did a lot of do's. We're not doing do's
Hey,
anymore.
you did.
But what was
That's what
bothering?
she said.
Let's try the opening again, and I'll come in like a little bit.
just let it sit there.
It has to sit there for another 8 measures. It's like a 4 or 8.
Maybe 4, but see how it
It's
feels.
weird because we're going between E and A.
It's got to be cycle.
Yeah, it's got a cycle one, so we'll go
Seems
1.
like it makes sense.
Yeah,
Even to be 2.
let's try the
Yeah,
intro,
yeah.
and I'll come in like where the only place where I can come in. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Seems like if you go that way, you wouldn't want to do the dues right here.
Right.
Because that's longer than we ever used to do it, even with the dues.
Right.
I mean, to do the dues there or go to the verse right there.
Well, that's
Makes
what I
sense to
did.
me.
That's exactly what I did when we did it originally. Like not originally, I mean just like 5 minutes ago. I came in where the dues would come in. I just came in and started
Oh,
singing.
I thought you came in half that length, actually.
Now the problem is that we're going on to E minor and then to the A minor.
You see, I used to do this like little riff there.
Yeah.
And I've eliminated that, or most of it, because I think there's too much going on right now. So I'm trying to simplify that and play more of a foundational bass
Feel.
line. And but we're not playing any longer than we were.
At that point, though, where I said something there, we would have started the Jews there.
Yeah,
we would have kept the feel before the verse.
Right. And that's where we started in the groove and the
It's the Jews. We go. We go.
Is there a reason not to do that for one time and then?
Because I don't like doing dues
Okay.
anymore.
That's good enough reason. That's good enough reason.
I'm having fun playing violin over
Yeah.
this open. It's not weird you guys have too much. I think
No.
it's
No, it's
cool.
not at all, but what I'm trying to do is tone back what I was doing because it's
Right.
too busy now, which is fine. You take that and I'll just back off.
And if you're just like anybody else that plays with me, just throw something at me to get me to stop or kick me or whatever, you know. You're gonna stop.
Do the kick thing.
So I guess after all this discussion, we're just doing it exactly the way that we did it before.
So it's never gonna settle in the groove.
Because the only way that it can settle in the groove is if we go a whole cycle again.
Let me see if I can get it to the groove by taking the bass line there
Yeah.
halfway through the introduction.
All right, let's just try the opening, and you'll see.
It won't change your approach at all. You just do what you do.
1, 2, 3.
That's cool that way.
What'd you think?
Yeah, that's exactly the way we played it last time. But you played it
But
part
I-
different.
yeah,
And I think that's probably the way to go.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, we'd have to go another 8,
Right.
almost 8, and that's too long. I actually like the idea of kind of punching in that early, but I think that you're absolutely right. It means that we have to kind of settle the groove really fast.
Yeah, so I think this is a good compromise.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Close to
perfect.
Well, let's go on to another song, because again, we're going to have to go through all of these a few
Can we
times.
just do this part one more
Yeah.
time so I can kind of lock it in?
1, 2, 3.
What was really nice before, I don't know, I really liked that Weasel, he would do that trill.
Yeah.
You know, right at that point. It sets up that
Yeah.
that separation between the intro and the thing. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
It'd be so cool.
Well,
So I
it's a
think
little
it's-
different to trill on a violin than on a flute.
I bet
You know,
that's true.
well, you can do that
yeah,
on a
right.
flute, whereas a trill on a violin is going to stay on one note.
Yeah, it's not as breathy, kind of. Yeah.
It doesn't hit as many notes.
Yeah.
It's just the two notes trilling back and forth as opposed to going through an arpeggio as you trill. Yeah, so cool.
Cool out.
Well,
I like this song. This is a great band. This is a good band song. This is harder to do as a solo, I have to tell you. 'Cause it just doesn't come on. That's the reason why I haven't played it that much. What would you like to try?
don't you want to do this again?
If you want.
We can't get.
Yeah.
Okay, here. Let me
Let's do
start
it on. I
the
love
prayer
it.
again. So I was going
Oh, whole song,
to catch
okay.
catch the time on it. Okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's about one, like about this speed. 1, 2, 3.
All the people will be here to stay. They've been bodies in the sun. Drinking wine when work is done. And if you leave your mind alone, so that you can clearly see all the people. Do yourself a favor, live like me. Who will live like me? Now the people will show you
slow. It'll be what it is, and I get that. But, and secondly, during the solo, what we ended up doing was building a crescendo, which I thought was really good. But what we need to do is be together on coming out of that at the end of the solo, when the vocals start again, because we're kind of like out there somewhere.
Yeah, I think on that, it's really the first, we've done this on another song too, it was Stars in Your Eyes, it was the same thing. It's like the downbeat has to be like the ceiling just dropped out of it, you know? Because we're coming in, because the vocals come in, right there, like Go for 10 has a Congo band. Yeah, we want to just suck it out at that
How
point.
does the solo? What happens at the end of the solo? Is there anything significant, or it just goes from that section to the next?
Just rocking, and then we.
Yeah, and so it's literally it's like a verse. It's like a verse that we're doing. It's not that long. And then
That's why I'm
and she'll
pointing
build
at
up and build up.
because
By
this
the
is
time
what's
you know.
different from yesterday.
And then by the time it's the downbeat.
I'm done.
When I come back in,
vocal back in.
vocals. Yeah, because otherwise it's going to be like lots of noise and the vocals are going to have to kind of.
Yeah.
Try it just with the cable, and that's going to tell me whether it's in here. And it could be I need to like tape the battery in here or something, because maybe there's
That's
something
amazing,
going on
isn't it?
with
I mean,
that.
it's like Jan and I were like,
wonder if
we're almost singing like almost exactly the way that we used to
Is
sing.
this?
And it sounds great. The blend is
It's
beautiful.
really fun. It's really nice. And phrasing, staccato, and stuff like that. It's like really amazing that we can just immediately go back to that point.
It's really in there,
It
isn't it?
is. It's
Yeah.
really amazing.
Yeah, man, the harmony is just beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
It's so great.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to sing with you on the first verse, right? I'll have to
I
listen
have
to
no
it
idea.
again. Some of these I start coming in and I'm like going, feels right, I can't tell, I can't remember.
The problem is when I listen to it, Dennis might be, when I listen to the song, I had a hard time even hearing my vocals, so I couldn't pick up what was going on overall.
Well, that whole thing about starting the recorder was a nice idea, but you gotta remember to stop it to get any information.
Yeah.
A little loose and floaty at times, which was fun, you know, but now it's.
Yeah, it's yeah. The more you do it, the more yeah.
Hello, Dennis.
Hello.
That's Dennis.
This is
That's
Dennis.
Dennis.
Famous Dennis. Hi, Dan.
about that. Nice to meet you.
Oh God.
Nice to
Oh
meet you.
God. Nice to meet you too. Oh, Janet, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No, saying that.
How did I do that?
No, saying that.
Oh, I know. I weighted it bad.
It's counterweighted. Is the microphone okay, or did I get bent?
Well, you got a little to do it.
All right.
Okay, because it's on mine.
Oh, really?
I'm sure it's okay, I'm sure it's okay.
Good. Nice to meet you too.
You know, I had it weighted so.
A counterweight?
So we
Well, I
have
had it weighted this way, and then I got it out of my way, and it was like that. Which is almost so I'm sorry. I put it like that. Now it's fine. Oh, I'm so sorry. I
No,
can't
no,
do
no,
that.
I'm just concerned the mic, I want that
It
off.
looks like it's not
Yeah,
Dennis.
as long as it's not dead, I'm cool.
I'm gonna blame it on Dennis.
It is Dennis's fault.
I think so. My fault.
Everything is Dennis's. Well, I told him.
I'm worthless.
So isn't that
I know, I told them about
You're a baby
you
grandma,
telling
you all
some
the time.
complete strangers that I had a sex change operation. You're sick.
We need a grand piano.
Grand piano. We used to have that. What was the name
Is this
of
one
that
won't
brand?
be loud enough, or you want to plug it?
We need to plug in. We're rocking out today
I know what you
too.
mean now.
I might have tried piano, well, we got the guitar.
You have a case.
Stand up.
You think I'll be loud enough? No.
Oh, I
Sounds about right.
Desperate to do a video about that. Way in front of the fourth, fifth, and sixth grade classes about the elementary school in Santa Barbara, California.
You got to give me cues.
But,
You have to give me cues so I can jump in on that whole list.
yeah,
That's
the intro there.
Yeah, yeah.
What what I would do is I would say, this is a song we call Backwards Blues. Going backwards and don't know where I've been. On the head on side, see the same things over again. Started thinking this terrible shape that I'm in. Hold on, better hold on to your shoes. Yeah, hold on, better hold on to my shoes. Anyway, I'm going deep down the blues. But people don't you know I had to go my way. People don't you know I go my way. People don't you know that I had to go my way. People don't you know I go my way. Mama never told me the day that I was getting scared. No way, you were still moving away. Time to get moving, I'm still just moving away. I feel like too, baby, I got to straight to the sea. Over again. Inside of you, 2 minutes, still the shape that I'm in. Wow. Yeah, hold on, hold on to your shoes. Yeah, hold on to my shoes. The way I'm going deep down the blues.
I get the feeling you guys are wanting me to kick all those things with you earlier, and on the tape I was studying for it, I didn't, but I certainly can. You want me to? Okay. All of them?
Not necessarily.
You want to do one by yourselves, and then I join you on the next
I don't
town?
know. There were definitely a couple that you needed to, I thought.
Okay.
You didn't used to do those?
You know, at different times on the Pittsburgh tape, I think, or one of the, I did on one.
You did
point.
sometimes. Didn't
Yeah, but
you?
then later on, I think I started to refine it and not do it as much. But I can go either way.
I thought when it got softer, you needed to get softer.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of times when it should have stopped and it didn't stop, I thought.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that you did stop there. I don't remember actually stopping. I thought I kept the time for you, but I would stop too.
Could you have maybe kept the time, but like really just maybe on your
just
close
on
pad
your-
or something?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You could, is that
Bring
something you
it-
did?
wait,
You don't recall doing that?
Kind of structural
No,
way
just
that I
listen
used
to
to
it
do is
on the
I
way
used to
in.
say,
You know,
and here's a little stuff for the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade classes, and I just say, a little song we call Backwards Blues, and then whenever the bass part came around to the top, because I couldn't always hit it exactly, it was just like whenever it came around, that's when we bopped in there.
And was there a rim shot or anything?
I usually did like a.
Yeah, and you're listening to the bass, so you're picking it up. I'm not, believe me, when I'm sitting there talking, I wasn't sitting there going, and it's a boom boom song we call backwards, you know, it wasn't like that. I would just talk and
Do we
then.
want to do that again?
Yeah,
Oh,
we can
yeah.
try the beginning.
Yeah.
Seems like you naturally had it though, always.
Eventually, if I, you know, over time you get it naturally, but I can't tell you that was really good.
Was that?
So you're just kind of like,
Stop on those.
Well, I was looking at your
And I
picture.
did the kicks. There were 2 sets of kicks. When we did that stop, and second time we went do da do da do ba ba.
Right.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Were you doing that?
If you and I can just get together
we'll
on
see.
this,
Uh-huh.
that'll be enough.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Try it
So,
this time, and I won't do the
let's-
second
Let's just
one.
make eye contact and see what
Okay.
we
And
work
let's see what
out.
it's like for you to go ahead and jump
Go
in
with
and
it.
play there.
Yeah, if
Okay, so
if
you
you're
want
looking
me-
like that, I know you want it.
Well, you know,
That's
naturally,
Right.
I kind of like to hear it, because I know you're gonna do something awesome in the hole.
How long did it might go on the front end before you kick it in?
How long?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
How long do you want
Well, what I'll do is, I mean, like when we start, when we do it live.
Right, what the song before it is.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
that doing
Yeah,
that.
that's exactly what I would do. Is whatever the song's before, I just come in there and then I'll just say, here's a song we call Backward Blues. That's what I'm saying, is that it's just whenever you run up and get up to the downbeat
That's
at the
a
end.
nice.
Yeah, to do it, yeah. And I just do it logically
No, I'm not
after
gonna be
whenever
saying.
he says it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the next logical thought. Yeah.
Before we go through it again, I'd like to try something in the little solo section, just so we can try it once. Okay, we do that. I didn't do that right. My little solo. We do that, and then we go back to the. And so I was just wondering, should we have Dennis instead just take that second one, or go ahead and do the figure again? That's what we were just talking about.
Actually, the figure's probably cool because that's your trademark on
Yeah.
the song. So I just do it that way and then I'll play it.
And then he'll release out of that.
Yeah.
I never thought about this, but I'm just throwing this out. What if he took the first and you took the second? Does that make any sense in any way to anybody?
That's,
It doesn't matter to me.
it doesn't.
Whatever you guys want.
What you're thinking behind that? Because you're
My thinking is that in terms of the trademark of the song type of thing, Janet's playing on that is, I think, more identified with the song. So if you did the first one, then she closed it out strong on the second one. I don't. It's not an issue.
I'm totally cool with whatever
It's
you
not
want to
an
do.
issue. I don't have any.
You're playing through the song, right? The violin.
She won't play in the song.
You're just kind of riffing in the background.
I'm riffing every once in a while, he's
Okay.
filling. You
Yeah.
know, I'm just stepping on him and just being obnoxious. And
Yeah.
what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, this is like 6 of one, and half
They
dozen.
have a very wonderful relationship.
I'm used to it.
Let's,
Alright, well,
do you
whatever you
want
guys
to try the
decide,
song
I just-
again? And,
Yes.
let's just do it the way that you've been doing it.
Yeah,
Not for any reason other than maybe more sense.
just less confusion. I like to get, I much prefer
First performed somewhere in the entire world, I can't remember what. This is a song we call Backward Blues.
Gone backwards and don't know where I've been. I'm head on side, things everything's over again. And it's driving me to this terrible shape that I'm in. Hold on, break and hold on to the shoe. Then hold my mom and hold on to my shoe. The way I'm gonna be down the blue. Don't you know I'm on my way? Don't you know that I have to go my way? Don't you know I'm on my way?
It seems that we're not having much volume
Yes.
change.
Dynamics.
Dynamic change, thank you. And it seems that we're just like loud, soft, within
Alright,
that
okay.
verse. And I think it
All right.
really
okay.
sets it nicely.
Yeah, I'm trying
You
to.
okay?
Okay.
I think what we were doing is everybody gets screwed up, things that go away. Is that when we were coming up, like just on the riffs in between? Because it's pretty hard to kind of go up, down, up, down, up, down.
We're coming up for the first half, and then
So I know my way. That was the whisper there.
Yeah, the music would come back behind Janet, she was out front.
Right.
And then we would expand again.
Well, I mean, we can certainly do that. I'm at that point in the song, I'm playing so lightly on this. I mean, it probably comes from what you guys would do.
Okay. Well, so sorry to interrupt. Where did we pick it up from?
Galita Valley.
What? Yeah, okay. Song we call Backward Blues.
Oh, the kick, so. And the second time,
I'm going to try to follow you there. You just,
Yeah.
it's just even, it's just 4 even.
I was telling Bill, you and I.
That's the second one. The first one is 4 straight even.
All of these parts.
So it's not on the money, it's boom, ba, all the anticipated.
Some of these things we go ba 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 do. I mean, it's like amazing.
Yeah, does that work?
And it is.
Yeah,
But it's nice. It's really
I remember
tight.
that.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, that comes out.
And then the last thing we stopped.
Oh yeah.
And then the second one.
No, it does, especially for some of these parts where I mean, there's maybe they were so signature in the song. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And then the end there, so you go, what did you do when you really stopped?
Yeah, and then I came into this.
So okay, so Last Chance Fever.
That's
We're
what
going to do.
So,
We're going to come back to Corfu Bay anyway. But,
so a bigger thing than just the last note, only 3 notes of
try to
four.
do that out with Bill.
Bum,
Try
bum,
that,
bum, bum.
Okay, we're gonna do Last Chance Fever.
After the one?
yeah.
So,
You.
bum,
I
bum,
think I
bum,
can
bum,
do
bum,
that.
bum, 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 bum. Is it bum,
We'll
bum,
find out.
bum,
Yeah, it is now.
Okay. Ba. So it's bum, 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 bum,
bum, bum, bum, bum, bum.
Sides, yeah.
We had
We came down.
transposed down a full step,
Yeah,
which is what we still do, only we're 2
Yeah.
down a half step.
yeah, yeah.
I think
I
that's
think
what we did, yeah.
Right. Right.
Oh, is this
Last chance.
Oh, okay. I always get confused about the beginning of this.
Yeah.
So how do you count it? 1,
You go.
2, 3, 4. Oh, so it is pretty straight line like that. Okay. Okay.
Pardon me?
Are you gonna play the beginning on this one now?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I used to play the piano,
Right,
so
right.
this is transposed over.
Perfect. Okay.